Oh, come on.
Jonathan is looking for a second date update today with a guy named Mike. Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Hey, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Life treating you well?
Well, for the most part, I'm kind of frustrated with this whole dating thing at the moment, and I can't really figure out why it has been so hard, hence why I'm here.
Okay, well, let's start from the beginning. Tell us how you met Mike, how the first date went, and we'll just kind of work our way from there.
Okay, so I met this guy Mike while I was out with a big group of friends. We were kind of bouncing around downtown, and we ended up at this place called Mr. Pitiful's.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he and I started to connect.
Tim's laughing like he's been there. Have you been to Mr.
Well, it's
Pitiful's?
kind of an institution in OTR.
Yeah, Mr. Pitiful's has been there forever, and it's the
place.
place you end up at. You start somewhere else, and you end up at Mr. Pitiful's, drunk, stuffing popcorn in your face, dancing, and you're like, what's going on? And there's shots, and you had a good
The
night.
drinks are strong.
You had a good
too.
night if you ended up there.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And you remembered being there. That's even better.
Or you did it wrong.
Well, I will admit we all got pretty wasted, but we were singing and dancing and laughing and just partying. And so Mike, he initiated going back to my place, and I was all about it, and it was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt that he enjoyed himself. He kept saying how good it was, and when he left, he thanked me. So like I felt like right?
Yeah,
Like,
that whole thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
Yeah. Didn't you do that once?
No, it was my
Maybe more than
friend.
once.
My friend provided someone with a
Service?
an oral service, and he like put his fist up like this and knocked her in the shoulder and went, "Thanks for that."
Hey.
Like it was like some kind of like he just scored, a goal or something. It
Well,
was very
it's an
bizarre.
acknowledgement. It's-
Because what would be a good substitute for that?
I don't think anything replaces a good thank you.
It depends on how you do it.
Just
though.
good manners.
Show gratitude.
If you do thanks for that with a punch,
A fist bump.
versus like thank you, like I am satisfied, thank you. That is different from thanks for that.
Well, yeah, you want a heartfelt compliment like, wow. That was fantastic.
There you go.
Well done.
Thanks for that, Chief.
High five. I'm sorry, Jonathan.
Sorry, Jonathan.
We're kind of going off on a...
We're putting ourselves
No,
in
it's
your
okay.
situation and just trying to feel what you were feeling in that moment.
No, listen. It's good to laugh because I don't know what else to do.
So how did you feel when he said thanks? What was the the sense you were getting? What do you feel he was saying that he wasn't saying?
Well, I don't know. Like I thought he had every right to thank me, but I
There you go.
texted him after that.
I think that was the least he could say.
Well, if you work hard on something, you deserve some appreciation.
Because, some people would be like, thanks? Really? Thanks is all you got?
Well, I texted him like the next day, and he never got back to me. And so I asked like our mutual friends who we went to the club with if they knew like what might be up with him, and none of them had any ideas. And so like I don't think he's dating anyone else, you know what I mean? I don't think they said he's a good stand-up guy, and I didn't get any answers. So I'm kind of hoping that you may have a solution.
He's not dating anyone else, or he could be dating everyone else. Sometimes it goes the other way. We just don't. It doesn't mean he's not a good guy.
Right. You can date around and be a good guy.
Yeah. As long as you don't start making promises you can't keep.
Right.
Or misrepresenting yourself, right?
Right. Was there any conversation about, getting together again or talking later?
I honestly just thought it was implied. Like we both had fun, so why not have fun again?
So why not? Yeah.
It was implied by the thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we'll call Mike and see what he thought of you and his encounter, his evening with you. 'Cause it wasn't like a date, I guess, right?
No, not really.
You met in a group surrounded by mutual friends and then
kind of
Left
turned
the
into
party
it.
together.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we had a connection, like,
Felt like it.
Well, we'll call him up, see if we can get a first date, like a proper date, and we'll pay for it if all goes well. A second date update continues next with Jeff and Jenn at Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Summer's here. You don't want to be running that AC nonstop. Keep that cold air inside with new energy-efficient windows from Universal Windows Direct. Hi, it's Tim. Call for a free estimate. 513-755-1800.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
So Jonathan was out with friends, and as is often the case, when you're partying at OTR, they ended up at Mr. Pitiful's. And like Fritz said, if you can remember anything about what went on at Mr. Pitiful's at that point, if you weren't completely blasted, that's pretty impressive. Or you did it wrong. I'm not sure which.
The last time I had a night out that I was, I'm not a dancer. The last
Right.
time I danced was a crazy night there.
Really?
Huh?
Anybody have video?
No. I was so hungover the next day at that
Oh, I bet.
cancer walk.
Oh, no.
I think I remember the way you smelled too. Didn't you still smell like last night's decisions?
And McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. Yeah.
Well, okay, so you're out with friends. He meets Mike. They seem to hit it off and mutually agree to go back to Jonathan's house where Mike spent the rest of the evening. And back to something Jonathan said. He said, Mike is kind of known in the group and everyone says he's a nice guy. So
What's going on?
supposedly he's not a player, but we don't really know this guy very well. So we're going to try to call him and get to know him if you're up for it, Jonathan.
yes, please.
All right, let's do it.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mike?
Yeah, this is Mike. Who's this?
Mike, it's Jeff and Jen and Fritz and Tim, the whole gang here at Q102. How you doing this morning?
You've got to be kidding me.
How are you, man?
Is this a second date update?
Of course.
Yes.
But
Certainly.
I haven't been on any dates.
Well, maybe not a formal date.
Not that guy.
What?
Oh God.
Are you talking about Jonathan?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. He said you two seem to have a connection, thought it was implied that you'd be seeing each other again at some point, and then you went silent. So what happened?
I mean, I'm not dating anyone, but he's such a I mean,
Why?
he's an I mean, he's just not the kind of guy I want to spend time with.
Uh-oh. What happened? Tell us everything.
Did he say something or not say something? Like this?
He never had anything nice to say about anything or anybody. I mean, he's just so negative. Total downer. He was rude to the bartenders and other people in the bar, and just unpleasant.
Just the kind of man you want to go home with.
I know. That's where my disconnect is.
Well, he was kind of hot.
Oh.
I mean, he has nice arms. So, I mean, he physically, not like his personality. I was drunk and I wanted sex. It happens. But,
That's where it ends for you.
yeah, I'm sorry if he had other ideas, but, no thank you.
Oh.
Now, did you do or say anything that might have led him to believe that it was more than just that?
Not that I know. I mean, I remember thanking him when I left because it was, it was a
Was
nice...
that your way of saying, hey, yeah.
High five.
Yeah, I thanked him for the service. I mean, come on, you've all had those nights when you're just kind of feeling randy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been a while, but
Well-
sure.
You just need a night at Mr. Pitiful's. We can fix that.
Jonathan, do you think you're a negative guy? Do you feel you are kind to wait staff and human beings in general?
I didn't pick up on any of that in our initial conversation.
Yeah.
You actually sound very nice on the phone.
Thank you. Yeah, no one has ever told me that before.
Maybe when you drink, do you get a little feisty or maybe
No,
misunderstood
no.
sarcasm?
No, I have certain expectations, and some people don't know how to meet those expectations. So,
Like what kind of expectations?
service and timing and just whatever. I guess I just had a higher opinion of you than what you're showing us. So I'm no longer impressed. You have my answer, Jeff and Jen.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I didn't really, I didn't pick up on that. Go ahead.
I'm okay, because I was never that impressed. I mean, my libido was, but
He did give credit where credit is due.
You did say thank you.
Right.
you have nice arms.
That's something.
I mean, I'll take it,
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry it worked out this way.
Yeah, same.
It is what it is.
I was hoping that spontaneous night, which sometimes those can be like unexpected fun and surprises, I was hoping that was going to lead us to a second date.
The beginning of
Yeah,
something
right.
great.
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is at that point. You know what I mean? You've all done that.
Well,
you know,
it
you've
is
all
what it
been
is.
like,
Yeah.
hey, I hooked up with him because why the hell not? But I hope he doesn't call.
Yeah.
Or
And the
her.
sober experience can be very different than the
That's why you dip
1
out
a.m.
before the
drunk
lights come on and everybody wakes up.
experience.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was it? Yeah, it was good. Any chance you
Thanks.
guys seen each other again? Oh, God, no.
Yeah. Exactly. See?
Yeah.
An appropriate tone as well,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
So will it be okay when the friend group gets together again and your paths cross on some random evening? Will it be
You guys
all
are
right?
going to see each other, at Pitifuls again. It's going to be happening.
Never say never.
Yep. Well,
Good luck to you both.
Great. Thank you.
All right, if we can do a second date update for you, shoot us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
She's got a mouthful of something. You got a mouthful of something over
I know.
there.
I
Caught
just
you with
about
your
had
mouthful.
smoothie come out my nose.
That's all right. I know. It's been busy this morning.
It's been kind of crazy up in here.
Yeah,
We gave away that trip.
we sure did. Got a big time Harry Styles winner this morning in the 6-song Stitch.
Yep. Very exciting.
And Miranda nailed it. Named all 6 in order. One Direction, What Makes You Beautiful. Song number 2, I Don't Want to Live Forever by Zayn and Taylor Swift. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. The Ghostbusters theme song by Ray Parker Jr. Juice by Lizzo. And That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. And she got all 6.
She did. It was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep. So we're going to do another one. Could kick it off on Monday. Should we announce what it is?
I heard you are permitted. You are allowed. You have received permission.
Where is this trip to? What city?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona. Nice.
Your chance to see Lil Nas X live.
Phoenix.
Yep.
Wow.
So we're going to stitch 6 songs together that are all related to Lil Nas X in some way. And starting Monday at 7:40, if you can name all 6 songs, artist, and title in order.
Then you are in business.
Yep.
Love it.
And it'll be the same deal as last time. You know, all the songs are somehow related to
Connected to him.
Lil Nas X in some way, or there's some kind of connection there.
Think about
And he's an interesting dude, so there might be some really
interesting songs.
interesting connections
Well,
there.
and he has,
Yeah.
a lot of collabs.
Right.
You got to remember that, like him and Billy Ray and him and Miley Cyrus. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff out there.
Yep.
Yep. So you have that to consider as well. So we'll kick off a brand new 6-song Stitch Monday morning, 7:40, right here, Cincinnati's Q102.